Dan Walker was supported by his fans on X, formerly known as Twitter, after asking for advice. Dan Walker has asked his fans for advice after becoming increasingly annoyed by his neighbors for putting things inside of his skip outside his home without asking. The 47-year-old took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to share a picture of the skip, which was filled with a toilet, rubbish and all manners of other junk. The Channel 5-star wrote, "I'm aware there are far more important things going on in the world, but are there accepted boundaries when it comes to other people's skips? My dad always taught us that, if you want to pop something in someone else's skip, you wait a few days and then you go and ask if they have any space left and they mind. We had one this week, right outside the house, while we had some work done. Every day there has been loads of new stuff in there, a toilet, fence posts, kitchen cupboards, bin bags etc., and no one has asked. Sick." Dan concluded his post by asking, "What do you think? Maybe I'm being an idiot," before being inundated with responses from his beloved fans. Despite his trepidation over whether he was in the right or wrong, Dan needn't have worried as his fans wholeheartedly agreed with him. One social media user expressed, "Your father was right. The last time I had a skip I set up a camera and if someone asked then I let them, if not then I returned the rubbish back to them." Another agreed, "I take the view that skips are not free and have to be paid for. If somebody else uses your skip without asking, that's effectively stealing as they're using your space in the skip that you paid for and may need." Somebody else said, "Very rude, it's something someone else has paid for. You just don't do that, but it seems the ferals do. Pity you don't know who did it. You could return the loo to their porch." Yet another Rex user wrote, "Your dad was right. I live in a village and had a small skip on my drive for several months. Neighbors very well behaved. No one put anything in it. Just before it was taken away, I let everyone know it was going and they were welcome to add anything. A few did." While a fifth added, "Your dad is spot on. He's paid for it, they shouldn't get to dump rubbish without his permission. No different to them sticking it in his wheelie bin. Just for the sake of politely asking if it's okay. Had a builder dump loads in hours whilst he worked nearby. Just plain rude."